Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic that the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has got its first Chief Minister. So earlier Jammu and Kashmir was a state, but after the abrogation of Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir turned into a Union Territory. So earlier the Chief Minister was of the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and now the Chief Minister is of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. And Umar Abdullah has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So let us first look at the timeline. First we will be looking at the news, then the President's rule that has been revoked in Jammu and Kashmir, then about the Chief Minister, and in the end prelims MCQ. The topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is Polity section. As we move forward, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The news talks about Umar Abdullah sworn in as the first Chief Minister of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So before starting, Drishti IAS has come up with the IAS GS Foundation course for both prelims and mains in an offline mode in English medium. So Indore batch is starting on 13th of November 2024, 3:30 p.m. Then Lucknow batch is starting on 16th of October, 8 a.m. and Karol Bagh Delhi batch is starting on 17th of October, 8 a.m. If you have any query, give us a call at 8010440440. Now let us begin. So recently, in the recent past, the elections have taken place in the Jammu and Kashmir, and when the results came out, it was the national conference. It was the national conference which showed its dominance, and the leader of the national conference, that is Umar Abdullah, is being sworn in or has sworn in as the first Chief Minister of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So if we talk about, so in total the election was for 90 seats and national conference has won 42 seats and it has got the support of Congress, who has got 6 seats. So they have formed the government, and national conference leader, that is Umar Abdullah, is now the Chief Minister of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and the LG of Jammu and Kashmir has administered the oath of office to the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, that is Umar Abdullah. And the Jammu and Kashmir as a Union Territory has only 10 ministerial posts, and the new government is coming after 6.5 years, as the President's rule took place in Jammu and Kashmir during the time of 2018 and 19, and as the Article 370 was abrogated, so the government was also not there. So after 6.5 years, new government is coming in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Then the Congress and the National Conference has secured in total 48 seats, with the NC winning 42 and the Congress 6. So in total there was 90 seats. Then Jammu and Kashmir has been under presidential rule since the time of 2018. Now let us talk about that the President's rule has now finally been revoked in Jammu and Kashmir, because the new government has been formed and the Chief Minister has also taken oath, and the oath was governed by the Lieutenant Governor to the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. So President's rule has been revoked. When we talk about President's rule, so President's rule is under Article 356. So Article 356 allows the President to impose direct governance in the name of President's rule in a state when the state government is unable to function as per the constitutional provisions. So the constitutional machinery in a state is not functioning like it has to. So if there is breakdown of the constitutional machinery in a state, then the state goes in under the President's rule under Article 356 of the Indian Constitution. And in Jammu and Kashmir, the President's rule was being run by the Lieutenant Governor. Then as the oath has been taken by the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, President rule is revoked. And the revocation process involves the President, who is issuing a proclamation, and the proclamation is based on a report from the Governor or the Lieutenant Governor, and the report states that that the conditions for forming a government are favorable after the elections. It means that the constitutional machinery in the state or under the state is now functioning well, and that is why the formation of the government has taken place. So there is no need of the president's rule. Then comes the point of governor's rule, and in Jammu and Kashmir it is LG, that is the Lieutenant Governor. So Article 164 of the Indian Constitution, it talks about that LG, which is also, you can say, governor or the lieutenant governor, it plays a key role in inviting the leader of the majority party or coalition to form the government. See, when the election happens, so the party which gets the maximum number of votes or the party which gets the maximum number of seats, the leader of that majority party is being called by the governor to come and form the government. Then the LG ensures the formation of a government that enjoys majority support in the legislature. So the majority support in the legislature has to be shown by the leader of the majority party. And if the leader proves the support on the house or in the house, then the person or the leader of the majority party or the leader of the party which has the highest number of seats, then that person becomes the chief minister. Then comes the oath of office. So oath of office becomes very important. So before taking charge as the chief minister of the state or the union territory, the chief minister takes oath of the office. So the oath of the office is Article 164 Clause 3 of the Indian Constitution. It talks about that the chief minister and other ministers are administered the oath of office by the governor in a state or the lieutenant governor in the union territory. So in Jammu and Kashmir, the lieutenant governor has administered the oath to the chief minister and the ministers. It signifies allegiance to the constitution and the discharge of duties in accordance with the law. So the oath is given to the people who are taking charge of in the government, so that the people who are taking charge as ministers or the chief minister, they must know that they have to abide the constitution and the law, or they have to run the government in accordance with the law. Now let us talk few of the things about the chief minister. So we all know that chief minister is in a state is the head of the council of ministers. So chief minister is the person who heads the COM, and it is the chief minister who has the power that if the chief minister resigns, then the majority party or all the ministers will also sink. So Article 164 of the Constitution of India envisages that the chief minister shall be appointed by the governor. So chief minister is appointed by a governor in a state, and the leader of the party that has got majority share of votes in the assembly elections is being regarded or is being designated as the chief minister of the state. Then the chief minister heads the council of minister of a state, and he is also known as the leader of the party, and he is the official spokesperson of the party. Then leader of the party that has got the majority share of votes in the assembly elections. And if we talk about the tenure of the chief minister, so the chief minister does not have a fixed tenure. It is the term of the office. That is, like for example, the government that is formed the tenure can be for maximum 5 years. So the chief minister, if the chief minister remains in power and has the majority share of the votes or he becomes the leader of the party and has the confidence of the people, then the chief minister can also remain in the post of chief minister in one go for 5 years. But in between also the chief minister can resign from the post. The chief minister can also go through a no confidence motion, because of which the government can be turned down. So specifically, chief minister does not have a tenure. It is the government's tenure on which the chief minister's tenure depends. Then the chief minister recommends dissolution of legislative assembly to the governor, and the chief minister can also recommend governor the names of the ministers whom he wants in the party. Then chairman of the state planning board. So it is the chief minister who is the chairman of the state planning board. Then chief minister is the member of the interstate council and the governing council of Niti Aayog. And chief minister can also be the official or the chief spokesperson of the state government. And all the ministers of the state government, the chief minister can recommend it to the governor. So you can say that basically the chief minister is heading the council of ministers. So the chief minister also has the power to arrange or disarrange the portfolios of different ministers. So you can say that it is the chief minister who heads the COM, and if the chief minister is, you can say that is the primary post among the council of ministers, and if the chief minister sinks, then the council of minister will also sink. So this was about what has happened and what is the news about the chief minister taking charge of as the first chief minister of the UT of Jammu and Kashmir, that is Umar Abdullah. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So which article of the constitution envisages that the chief minister shall be appointed by the governor? Article 165 of Indian Constitution, Article 164, Article 170 or Article 168 of Indian Constitution. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.